room at Hestia House. Pretty much this is the bedroom. Storage space, bed, not too bad, TV, and the bathroom actually isn't connected to the room, so that's downstairs, so I'll just find that and show that. Okay, that's bathroom 2. Bathroom, bedroom 6, movie room. Okay, this is where my bathroom presumably is. Shower, toilet, toiletries, mat, all the kind of things that you'd need. Let's have a look at the this is what the kitchen dining area is. Okay, so we got microwave and all that kind of stuff, sink and all those things. So that's where you can pick up your meals and presumably where you eat, and then you just need to wash up when you get up. But yeah, as you can see that my room I've been put into is quite far away from the from everything, actually from my room. So that's something to equate if you get a room 4. But yeah, it's not very much more to show you. There is a breakfast that can be brought to your room. It's a fee. I thought breakfast was included in my room, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So I have to work out if I want to do this option at least once, or if I just get some things and eat them while I'm around. So, but yeah. Okay, the breakfast is solved. They remembered that it was part of my order on my booking. So that's all set up, so I will be able to display that for the next couple of days. There's a Tesco's not too far off. It's in a kind of little, what I would consider an old school shopping centre, but it's like the most thing that's taking up most of the space. And oh yes, and why the room was so warm is that the radiator was on and up to 5. So either this place gets very cold, but it is newly refurbished, so it should all be pretty good. As I say, I will see how it is, and how annoying the walk down the many stairs to get to the bathroom is. But I made my bed, and I'm living with it for the next couple of days. So, and also I'll be out for essentially the day, so it shouldn't be that much more of a deal. In terms of, not sure we're using this, but Tesco's, I bought some potatoes, crisps, to see if they're different in the south and the north of Ireland. On this side, they have a just a plug, and on this space they have 2 plugs, and on this space they have USB adapted spaces and a plug. So you do have a reasonable amount of space to plug your stuff in if you have a lot of stuff like me. And even if you don't, you've got options that you can plug stuff in. Okay, so the TV is a Roku. Does that mean I need to log into everything? Because I've already found one person's login on here, and I'm not sure if it's something that the hotel has worked out, or something that it's just someone's forgot to log themselves out, which could be either, really. But okay, so that's something, instead of just working that out. So basically they've made the TV quite complicated if you don't want to look into anything. But anyway, I will try and work out how to get the TV to actually do what I wanted to do. There is a live TV option, so we can ignore everything else and actually watch the TV that way. And apologies for how incredibly bright and pale I look. But yeah, so that's something. So sorted that issue out, and I can watch some TV, and I'd see if there's Challenge TV exists on Northern Ireland, but we'll have to see. Okay, the first night was pretty good. There are other people in the house, but I didn't hear them very often. I still think this room's a little bit hot, but I think it's quite small, and the radiator, it generates quite a lot of heat even when it's on very low. I've got the window open at the moment, so it might be a bit louder. Also, the sound of the cars and things going on the window didn't keep me awake, but I think it was similar to how it is at home, so I didn't find it too intrusive. And it is a couple of streets of a residential area, so it's not too bad at all. Also, it's like 3 minutes away from the centre of town properly, so my breakfast is coming in like an hour and a half. That's going to be delivered, so I can review that. But yeah, bed's comfortable. Bedding is not too thick or not too thin. It just feels reasonably. It doesn't feel particularly cheap. It feels quite nice on the thing. It's not probably the most expensive stuff in the world either, but it's still comfortable, and gives you a good night's sleep. So, and that's what you want. As I say, the only thing is the good thing I don't necessarily need to get up the bathroom in the middle of the night, because, as I say, I've put the full journey in on earlier, the video. But I mean, that's just something to think about if you do get this room, or you presumably can ask and say, can I get something a little bit closer? There is one thing the room lacks, is that there is no kind of little waste bin that you can use. I'm guessing it's so that you don't do things up here like eating or anything. But of course, there are little things like packets and things you use, So that's one thing that you need to account for. I'm not sure if it's all the rooms or if it's just mine, but yeah, it's moderately annoying if you've got tissues or things like that you need to get rid of. So Okay, delivered to my door. It was a little bit late from the 8:30 they said, about 10 or 11 minutes, but you know, so in a way just take it easy, instead of trying to wait for something else to happen. Okay, so we've got some napkins, got a, but yeah, okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so the orange juice I ordered, and the breakfast bap, so yeah, it's half decent. Half decent. The egg isn't runny, but I suppose if you're eating it in your room, you really don't want something that can be a bit all over everything. But yeah, orange juice is pretty fresh and should be good. It gives you a decent size thing to drink in the morning. Okay, a little bit of a drama this morning. Got up this morning, went down to the bathroom, and the door wouldn't open. The key just doesn't shift in the lock. So of course there's no actual public toilets in here. So I needed to go down to the hotel, the place I originally went to reception to get my key, which luckily had a toilet reception, but there was no one at reception till about 8:05. A little bit later than that, I managed to bring the master key over at some point when my breakfast is being brought over. It's annoyed me that they don't have an out of number, and the website was suspended, so you can't even find numbers off it. It's really annoyed me that, you know, I know it's early and I know it's Sunday and I know it's Derry, or, you know, Northern Ireland with a Catholic country of a Sunday, but it's just not the best service, and it's made me want to pack everything up in my bag and check out, which is not what you want, really. I'll see what I do. I'll have a think. Well, the master key has been used and the bathroom is now open. I'll have my breakfast, which has been delivered to me, and then we'll work out the rest of the day, because I've got plans, so let's do that. In my breakfast, I actually get a knife, fork and straw, which I didn't get yesterday. The things, orange juice, normal, and the sauces. It's also got slightly different compartments in this one, which is interesting. But yeah, it'll probably taste exactly the same. Got a kind of some runny egg parts to it, so it'll be a little bit different. But yeah. But yeah, let's just have some brekkie and see you on the outside. Gonna be a messy beast to eat. Okay, I've decided to check out of Hestia House. it will work lovely for lots of people. You have your own kitchen, and downstairs you can make things. Just bathrooms a bit difficult for me, especially with the issue this morning of it not opening and having to wait quite a long time for anyone coming to reception. I know I wake up reasonably early when I'm on holiday, but we're having no emergency number or anything like that and having to wait around till after 8 o'clock. It doesn't necessarily appeal. I know should be the only person in the house tonight, so in terms of using the bathroom and things like that, it'd be easier and not having to lock it up or anything, or feel like I need to lock it up. But I just want somewhere that I can, like an en-suite place that I can just walk and it's 5 seconds and I'm there. So, as I say, I quite like this room. I think if you like kind of style and all those kind of things. My room's a bit of a tip at the moment, but yeah. I would say check it out for yourself if you want to. Look at the website. I mean, if the website ever comes back up after it's been suspended, so I'm not sure what was going on there. I think it's the lack of being able to communicate with people, which was difficult. So as I say, I will put another review in for the other place. I know I'm slightly less time there, because it's basically overnight and then I'm heading back. But just feels a little bit. Also, it doesn't necessarily feel like it feels a little bit like I'm staying at like an aunt's house or something, where you're a bit on edge. So, as I say, for this place will work a lot for people. It'll probably work quite well for groups that just want to have a whole house to themselves. But it doesn't work for me. And as I say, I'm not going to be down on the place or anything. It just doesn't work for how I work. So I will be sitting watching the TV till I can pretty much go out, and then but yeah, as I say, the outdoor noise, okay, there's road noise and things and people, but it's usually quite quiet at night. It was reasonably quiet at night. At least it didn't wake me up or keep me awake. But yeah, the walking down 2 flights of stairs to get to the bathroom just was not feasible, especially after it didn't work, and then you have no reception or any work. The reception is down the road to the Lawrence, so and then of course there's actually not a 24-hour reception there, which I get with the size of Derry and things like that, but it would just be nice if there was a number that you could call on top of the desk and say, I've got an issue, where there isn't really anything of that. There is not like an information pack or any of those kind of things that you could have had. It could be on the back of the little sheet with the code to allow you in the door and the Wi-Fi. But as I say, I will put this up and people can make up their own minds. I mean, people might think I'm just being oversensitive, and if that's their opinion, but I just know I couldn't necessarily take another night of doing this, so but yeah, thank you for watching. Hope to see you on the next one.